So today we're going to be working on our basic standing poses, which are your 3 warrior poses, 1, 2, and 3, your triangle pose, your side angle, and your side angle twist. I'm going to be running through these in a flow, but we'll go slowly, and I'll direct you into each position as we go. Okay, so we're going to start at the front of our mats, and we're going to go into warrior 3. Warrior 3 and warrior 1 have the same positions. We're going to keep our hips straight. Okay, to start this pose, let's stand nicely, hips aligned, activate our cores, and we're going to raise our right leg and keep our hands on our hips. You're going to ground your left leg. You don't want to lock it, but you're going to give it a bit of a bend just to support. And then you're going to start moving your heart forward and kicking your leg back. And you want to get your body into a T shape. Lifting your heart, keeping your hips in line towards the ground and parallel to the ground, kicking your leg out. Now you can either put your arms back and stretch them out forward and use a wall for support or no support, or you can lock them behind your hands like that. If this is too much, you can always bend your leg a bit for support. And if you're just starting out, you can just start your leg from the back there and lift it as much as you're comfortable with. But try to keep your body as straight as you can. Your heart out. Okay, from here, as we exhale, we're going to step our feet back about 3 or 4 foot, depending on how tall you are. If you have wider hips, I've got quite skinny hips, so I try to keep my heels in line. But if you have wider hips, you can move your feet out a bit wider to keep your hips straight. Now, you want to ground again. And keep your back leg at about 45 degrees. If your hips aren't forward, you can turn it in a bit more. Then we're going to bend into our groin. I'm going to stretch out a bit there. So 90 degrees. And then what we want to do is scoop our tailbones and lift our arms. And send our hearts up. You can gaze straight or tilt slightly upwards with your eyes. And just breathe here. Bending in, you probably feel a stretch going down your back leg. Keep your right leg, the outside of your foot, rotating outwards if you feel like your leg is collapsing like that. Okay. Few more breaths here. Don't forget to breathe. Lunge. Don't let your leg go over that 90 degree. And if your lower back is hurting, pinch your tailbone. Okay, I'm going to go forward into a lunge now. And you can inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And you can walk the dog here a bit. Okay, to keep our legs the same, on our next inhale, we're going to move our left leg in between our hands. And as, should have been a exhale. And as we inhale, we're going to put our foot at 90 degrees, our back foot, still keeping our heels in line. We're going to lift ourselves into warrior 2. So here, you want to keep this thigh, first ground your foot, your right foot you want to push into the ground as much as you can, and your left leg you want to sink into your groin, and again we're trying to keep our hips as straight as possible here. Your right thigh is going to be rolling in a bit to keep this thigh rolling out, and you want to keep your knee in line with your toes, center toe. That's where it should be. And now we stretch out into warrior 2. And just breathe here for a few breaths. Don't forget to raise your chest. Scoop your tailbone. Okay, we're going to drop down into our side angle now. There's a few ways you can do this. First one is putting your arm into the crease here and just stretching over. You can keep your arm up here or bring it all the way over here. If you're comfortable, you can move it in front or behind. I wouldn't recommend this as much as it closes your chest, as you can see. So that works for opening nicely. And if you're a bit more advanced, you can go down into your bind, like that. If you're struggling with all of these, you can take your block and prop it up in front of you and actually use a bit of the weight of your arms to take some pressure off of your legs. But don't forget to keep your legs, feet 90 degrees from each other. Get that nice long stretch. You can either look up, you can look in front of you, or you can look down. Okay. Let's breathe here for a few more moments in whatever position is comfortable for you. Okay, now we're gonna twist over back into our lunge. Oh no, side angle. Sorry, we're gonna come back up. And now we're gonna keep our feet in the same position as we had for warrior 2. That's our left foot pointing straight and our right foot pointing forward. We keep our hips aligned, arms straight. What we want to do here is extend out so you can feel your hip pushing out. And then we're going to start dropping. And here, different to the warrior, as we're keeping our legs straight, and you can hold on to your shin. You're a bit more flexible. Your toe, I'm not quite there. You want to keep your chest as open as possible. If you need it, you can again use your block. I think that's what I need. And you can look up, forward, down. Okay. From here, I'm gonna twist over into our lunge again, and we're gonna drop our knee, so we're sitting nicely, 90 degrees, good unstable legs, and we are gonna do our twisted side angle. So there are two ways to do this. You can either drop your left hand in front of your leg here and stretch up. And if you're ready, you can pop, bend your toes and extend your leg. The second way to do this is, again, sit with your legs at 90-degree angle. I'm gonna wedge our bicep into this crease over here, and we're gonna put our hands into prayer and push down our right arm into our left arm to open up our chest. And then again, if you can put your toes in and extend. Don't forget to open up your chest. If you're a bit more flexible, you can drop your back foot down. Okay. And from there, you can release and exhale into a forward fold. And rise. On your inhale, exhale into prayer. Okay, and then we do that on the other side.